The following is a production of WCMP Sports. It's time for volleyball action here on WCMP. First serve is coming up shortly, but now we send it to the court for the call of this match.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to another volleyball broadcast here on WCMP. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, and I'll be bringing you all the action here from tonight's matchup between the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels and the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. Again, welcome in. It's 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMP, and streaming live online with video at WCMPradio.com. The Jaguars and the Rebels going at it here this evening. It should be a good one tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first head-to-head matchup, I know, for Hinckley-Finlayson. As for Moose Lake Willow River, well, I didn't quite get the chance to see their schedule as of yet, but I think that this is also their first head-to-head matchup of the season. And looking at these teams, they look ready to go. Moose Lake Willow River JV squad, they won both of the matches there in the JV part of this matchup. So they won 2-0. That second set came down to the very last couple of points. Hinckley-Finlayson looked like they were about to steal the second set from Moose Lake Willow River, but it was just not meant to be, as Moose Lake Willow River took the second set and defeated the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars JV team. But looking at these two teams a year ago, and we got two brand new teams out there. Last year, Hinckley-Finlayson 8-14 on the season. They were 2-7 in the section play and 4-5 in the conference. They start out with a win over these very same Moose Lake Willow River Rebels last year, 3-2, and then would go on to lose 3 straight before winning 3 straight. It was basically a back-and-forth year last year for these Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. They wound up getting to the playoffs and unfortunately losing to the Eskimos in Esko. So a tough break there for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars last year. But again, this is a brand new season for both of these squads, and it shall be interesting to see how this plays out. This one set for a 7:15 start. Gonna be starting a little bit earlier than that. It is, we're already early just because of the fact that, well, the JV got done a lot earlier than expected. So it should be a good one. And looking over at the Moose Lake Willow River side, they finished last year 11-19, a really good season. They lost 4 straight and then lost to Rush City in the first round of the playoffs. But again, two brand new teams looking to duke it out here tonight. We'll get a word from a couple of our sponsors first, and we'll be back for more on WCMP.
With high school sports season here again, Wellia Health wants to remind you that they want to help your athletes stay in the game. Sports medicine services are available at every Wellia Health campus. Whether it's the young athlete, the weekend warrior, or the accomplished athlete, injuries can happen. Get back in the game by calling the sports medicine experts at Wellia Health. 320-679-1313. Wellia Health. Live life well.
Minnesota Equipment is your lawn equipment headquarters. With plenty of staff members that have over 20 years of experience, they're number one in sales and service for a reason. The pros at Minnesota Equipment have tons of lawnmowers, zero-turn mowers, and accessories on site, so come by for Steel, Aaron's, Toro, Gravely, and John Deere, and take one home today. Minnesota Equipment, Highway 65 in Isanti, or find them at minnesotaequipment.com today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride, like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franzen Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzenbank.com/getThere. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas. When you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350 if you're listening on the radio. If you're listening and watching, I should say, via YouTube or WCMPradio.com. On the sports tab, go to the broadcast schedule, and there is the link for all the games for the upcoming week for the broadcast. So again, if you or anyone you know is trying to watch anything on WCMPradio.com and they're not sure where to go, or they're looking for the game here tonight, or if they're looking for any broadcast that we do, just make sure to go to WCMPradio.com. Go to that sports tab that you see. Just kind of hover over it with your mouse, and it should pop up three things. Just click on the broadcast schedule, and then go and click on the game that you want to watch. Of course, again, 99% of the games that we broadcast, we are allowed to do video at. So more times than not, we will be doing video. There are a couple of spots when we aren't able to do video, but that is few and far between. It happens mainly in the playoffs, so we don't have to necessarily worry about it right now. But we are kicking off the season this week for both volleyball, football, tennis. Kind of kicked off last week, even a little bit of the week before. But we're kicking things off. It is getting now into the thick of things here this week. We just had a game on WCMP yesterday, last night, and now we have one tonight. We have the day off tomorrow, no games. And then Thursday, Friday, we're back with football action on WCMP and KBEK. So a lot happening here. Starting this week, it really kind of kicks off the sports season this week as we kind of get back into things, get back into the rhythm of things, and kind of back into the broadcast and kind of relearn, well, not necessarily relearn, it's just redo and I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore, but just kind of relearn, I guess, is the best way to put it, kind of everything about the broadcast. So if I make a few mistakes, I apologize. It's week one for me too, but I'm looking forward to this matchup between these two teams. These two teams actually, 2 out of the last 3 years, they've faced off against each other twice in a year. Of course, 2020 was the year when they could not, the COVID year, so they couldn't do it that year, but last year they did face off twice, and once at the beginning of the season, right here, this other time it was in Moose Lake last year when they won 3-2. Then they played against them in a tournament up at Moose Lake, and they won that game as well. Then back all the way into 2019, the 2019-2020 school year. That's when they last played them twice because, again, COVID year, and that was 2 years ago now. But that was the last time they played each other twice, was in 2019. They lost the first matchup here in Hinckley against Moose Lake Willow River, 3-2. Then they went to a tournament in Pine and fell to Moose Lake Willow River 2-0. So it has been kind of a back-and-forth series for both of these teams, and hopefully we have another great matchup on our hands here this evening. Of course, the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars play out of that Great River Conference. And it's a pretty stacked conference volleyball-wise. I mean, I don't think there's one team that you can look at and go, this is going to be a win. You know, there really isn't. All these teams in here are teams that you really have to worry about, that you've got to go and make sure you do your homework on, because any team now in the Great River Conference can and could possibly beat you. So you have to be careful with each and every team you play. Of course, you want to be playing your best volleyball in each and every matchup you play, and that is the goal starting tonight. So we'll take commercial break. We'll get our starting lineups and our national anthem played, and when we come back, we'll be set for first serve here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture, so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact Sydney Nelson, your Pine City Edward Jones financial advisor. Find him at 950 Main Street South, right next to Dairy Queen. Sydney Nelson and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency, so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
With all the stress involved in a legal situation, it is comforting to know that you have K-Back Law on your side. K-Back Law in Pine City provides a relaxing atmosphere for you to feel comfortable discussing your legal needs. They handle a wide range of cases from real estate and business to estate planning and probate. K-Back Law has fair and flexible pricing and will accommodate your schedule. Visit them in Pine City or Sandstone. For more information, visit K-Back Law online at kbacklaw.com. That's kbacklaw.com.
With high school sports season here again, Wellia Health wants to remind you that they want to help your athletes stay in the game. Sports medicine services are available at every Wellia Health campus. Whether it's the young athlete, the weekend warrior, or the accomplished athlete, injuries can happen. Get back in the game by calling the sports medicine experts at Wellia Health, 320-679-1313. Wellia Health. Live life well.
Minnesota Equipment is your lawn equipment headquarters. With plenty of staff members that have over 20 years of experience, they're number one in sales and service for a reason. The pros at Minnesota Equipment have tons of lawnmowers, zero-turn mowers, and accessories on site, so come by for Steel, Aaron's, Toro, Gravely, and John Deere, and take one home today. Minnesota Equipment, Highway 65 in Isanti, or find them at minnesotaequipment.com today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Hey, I'm Chad Greenway. When I was playing, I loved chasing down running backs. But you shouldn't have to chase your bank around when you're buying a home. Franzen Bank and Trust Mortgage Consultants will be with you stride for stride. like a linebacker on a running back, from pre-approval to closing and beyond. Let Franz & Bank guide you through the mortgage process. Learn more at franzandbank.com/get there. Franz & Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
106.5 FM, AM 1350. The home for tonight's game between the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. It's volleyball tonight on WCMP. For the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars out there right now, it is Anna Degerstrom, also Jovi Fahey, as well as Hannah Hartle. And in the back row, it is Hannah Hartle, as well as Monica Clare and Gracie Olson. Jaguars are in their red jerseys, white letters, red numbers outlined in white with black shorts. Moose Lake Willow River in gray jerseys with a half blue sleeve and outline piping in red, and then a half stripe down the side with that is blue piping in red with the white numbers. Out there for them is Morgan Wigg, Hannah Roach, Sarah Christie, and in the back row it's going to be their libero Greta Barrett, as well as India Johnson and Laura Stevenson. Those are the starting six for both teams. Red shorts the Rebels will wear tonight. Starting six out there. We're just awaiting the whistle for the OK to get started here between these two teams. Again, first head-to-head matchup of the season. See, maybe you can see, maybe you haven't. Got a new scoreboard this year, and trying something new this year. Always trying to improve our broadcasts here on WCMP and KBK, of course. Over on KBK, speaking of that, Mora, the Mustangs, are taking on St. Cloud Cathedral in the Crusaders tonight. Go over and check out that game on 95.5 FM. Adam Hefty on that call. Thanks to Adam for calling that game this evening. And looks like we get another substitution. In for Laura Stevenson is Georgia Jusak. She wears the number 7 for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Again, we're waiting, not sure on what. In fact, this game getting started a minute late. Not a big deal. Caitlin Miller, the head coach for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. Greenwald for the Jaguars, and back to serve. It is, if I can find the page, Hannah Hartle. It is dug up now by Greta Barrett and pushed on over by Sarah Christie. And the first points will go for the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars. As not sure what the whistle was for there, but Jaguars get the first points. The serve from Hannah Hartle is over. That's Sydney Krieger. It's over, dug up by the Rebels, hit on over by Morgan Wigg. We're going to get another whistle and another point. A double hit from the Rebels, so it's 2-0 in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson. Sydney Krieger back serving for the Jaguars. And now we're going to get a substitution. It's going to be Georgia Jusak checking out for Laura Stevenson, who comes in as Sydney Krieger with the serve. It's dug up by the libero Barrett, and then it goes right to the court. Stevenson had no chance at it, and it's quickly 3-0 in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson. A cold start for the Rebels, and Krieger, another serve that is over, dug up by Barrett. This is going towards the net. It's not over. Stevenson maybe thought it was going over and was thrown off a little bit by the Jaguars jumping at the net. And again, I've explained that before, how sometimes when you're at the net, if you're on the other side, if you jump and act like it's coming to you, that can really throw off the other team. Krieger, another serve, dug up by Johnson this time to Stevenson. Barrett hits it over. That's going to go long, and 5 straight points now for Hinckley-Finlayson. A torrid hot start for the Jaguars here in this match, as Krieger once again with a serve, dug up by Barrett. This is going to go into the net. Stevenson couldn't quite get to it in time. She got a fist on it, but just goes right into the net. So a tough start here for the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. And it's a 6-0 lead for Hinckley-Finlayson. Krieger Over, dug up by Barrett to Stevenson once again, and now it's Sarah Christie looking for the kill. And is that going to be long? Oh, it is. Long, but I like the spot. Sarah Christie found the perfect spot for that in the back far side corner, but it was just long and make it 7-0 now in favor of the Jaguars. This one is over, dug up by Barrett once again to Stevenson. Now this time Hannah Roach looking for the kill. She's going to get it just past the diving attempt from Gracie Olson. And the Rebels get on the board for the first time tonight, make it 7-1. Back to serve for them is Sarah Christie. Her hit is over, dug up there by Hannah Hartle. And Hannah Hartle will get it back across, dug up by Sarah Christie. And Morgan Wigg looking for the kill, goes right into the net. And Hinckley-Finlayson grabs the point back. 8-1 now. A dominating first set here by the Jaguars as Anna Degerstrom goes back to serve for Hinckley-Finlayson. Degerstrom with the serve. This is over. Dug up by Christie, and then Barrett has no chance of catching up to that one as that one goes well out of play. Just no chance for her to catch up to it, and it's 9-1. Degerstrom again goes back for the serve. Degerstrom with the hit. The serve is over, dug up by Barrett. Now to Stevenson, and Christie will get this one across. This is dug up by Gracie Olson, and looking for the kill is Joey Fahey. And that's going to go just a little bit long on the hit from Fahey. And that will be the second point for the Rebels here in this first set. Now going back to serve is Hannah Roach for the Rebels. Her serve is over, and that's going to be well long. 10-2. So Hinckley-Finlayson easily cruises to the first double-digit points. And now the libero, Joey Hopkins, will serve. Ava Cessna, by the way, not number 17 tonight. She's wearing number 12. Just a change there in the jersey numbers, just in case. Stevenson, and now looking for the kill is India Johnson. Nice diving dig there from Hannah Hartle, I believe. No, that is not Hannah Hartle. That is Anna Degerstrom. I apologize. I want to get the correct name. Anna Degerstrom with a beautiful diving attempt. And then her teammate was able to get it over, but hits it just a little bit long. It's going to go out of play. The third point now for the Rebels. And now back to serve is Morgan Wigg. Wigg with the serve. That is dug up nicely by the Jaguars. And now Gracie Olson will look for the kill. It's dug up, though, by Morgan Wigg to Stevenson. And now Alexis Hoffman dug up nicely there by, that's Degerstrom. And now Hannah Hartle looking for the kill. But it goes just a smidge. I mean, just a smidge long. And it's 10-4. Hartle lined that one up very nicely, but just a little bit long on the hit. And Wigg is back to serve for Moose Lake Willa River. The Rebel serve is over. And that goes to Degerstrom, and now looking for the kill. That is Hannah Hartle, and that one gets down on the Rebels' side to make it 11-4, and it looks like Hannah Hartle will go back to serve. Hartle back to serve. Her serve is over. Barrett, that's just, oh my goodness. What a tough serve there from Hannah Hartle. Barrett dove after it. Semi out of play, but she got to it, and that one might have been out of play, but that's one of those where you just don't want to chance it and rather play it while it's there, making it 12-4, but that one goes off of her dig and well out of bounds. Dig by the Rebels, and Hannah Roach will hit it over. This is dug up by Anna Degerstrom, and now looking for the kills, Gracie Olson. That goes into the Jaguars' own net. That makes it 12-5. And Stevenson will check out in for hers, Georgia Jusak. And she will go back to serve. Jusak's serve is over, dug up by the libero Hopkins, and then a miscommunication, what looks to be between Hannah Hartle and Sydney Krieger. And that gets down right between both of them for the 6-point for the Rebels. 12-6, they've cut the lead in half. Hopkins gets the dig, Krieger, and now hit across by Gracie Olson. Rebels get the dig, and looking for the kill is Alexis Hoffman. Nice dig, though, by Anna Degerstrom on the other side. And now hitting it across. Couldn't see the number for the Jaguars, but looking for the kill. Hopkins, though, there for the dig, and just past the diving arms of Anna Degerstrom. And that goes to the Rebels. So early on, it looked like, man, Hinckley-Finlayson was going to put up 25 points while Moose Lake could maybe get 1 or 2, but not to be. Moose Lake on the fast track back. And now Monica Claire looks for the kill, but we get a whistle, and it's going to be a double hit on the Jaguars, making it 12-8. Georgia Jusak back to serve for Moose Lake Little River. Here's the serve. Hopkins with the dig. Now to Krieger, and Claire looks for the kill, but just a little bit long on that one. And the Rebels 3 points away here from tying this thing up. Jusak with the serve. Hopkins with the dig. It is Degerstrom who will set it, and now hit on over by Hannah Hartle. Barrett to Jusak, and Johnson, India Johnson, looks for it, but dug up nicely by Anna Degerstrom. Claire looks for the kill, and it'll get down on the Rebels side. The Rebels look like they might have had a hand on it for the block, but spins off of their hands right down to the court, and it's 13-9. Serving is Monica Claire. This serve is well long. They'll make it 13-10. 13-10 is the score. Still in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson as India Johnson back to serve. And Hopkins moved out of the way. She thought Hannah Hartle was going to get that one, and Hannah Hartle backed off, and just a miscommunication between those two leads to the 11th point for the Rebels, and they've come within 2. Again, it looked really lopsided to begin with here in this first set, but Moose Lake Little River has really stood their ground and made the comeback. Hannah Hartle has a tough time corralling that serve, and all of a sudden it's a 1-point set. 13-12 here is the score on your Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We'll get to that in just a moment. Hannah Hartle with the dig, and now looking for the kill is Gracie Olson, and nice job, diving attempt by Georgia Jusak, but just not enough. Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom braces or Invisalign with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. Back serving is Gracie Olson for the Jaguars. Her serve is over, dug up by Johnson. Just over from Hoffman, dug up by the Jaguars. And looking for the kill there is Anna Degerstrom, but nice block by the Rebels. But it won't matter as the Jaguars get that point as it falls in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson. Olson back to serve once again. The serve is over, dug up by Johnson to Jusak, and now hit across, dug up though by the Jaguars. And not sure what the call is there. But either way, it's not good for Hinckley-Finlayson as the point goes to Moose Lake Little River. 15-13. Back serving is Alexis Hoffman. Her serve is dug up by the Jaguars. Krieger with the set and hit on over by Anna Degerstrom. Dug up though by the Rebels, and Christie gets it over, dug up by the Jags. And looking for the kill once again is Anna Degerstrom, blocked at the net by the Rebels, and they bring it within 1 again. 15-14 is the score, still in favor of the Jaguars here in set number 1. And now serving is Alexis Hoffman. Her serve is over, dug up by Hinckley-Finlayson again. Just a miscommunication. Sydney Krieger had to race after it after Gracie Olson got the dig, and that'll tie things up at 15. Just everyone kind of got confused as to who was going for it, and maybe just a miscommunication. Hoffman with the serve, and that's going to go off of the dig attempt of Hannah Hartle. Just a little wonky back into the bleachers. And that gives the Rebels their first lead here of the first set, 16-15. Hoffman with the serve. It's over, and Hannah Hartle maybe accidentally dug that one. I think she was not supposed to grab that one. I think her teammate Fahey was supposed to, but unfortunately that leads to a point for Moose Lake Little River. Hoffman with the serve, that's into the net, and Jaguars get one back. 16-17, back to serve now is Sydney Krieger. Krieger with the serve. It is over, dug up there by Barrett, and that is going to go well out of play off of her dig. and tie things back up at 17. Sydney Krieger still back serving for Hinckley-Finlayson. A fast-paced first set. As Krieger's serve is over, that's dug up by Sarah Christie, and that one was just a little too hard for her teammate to catch up to, as it's down on their side of the court, and that gives the lead right back to Hinckley-Finlayson. 18-17. The serve is over from Krieger, dug up by India Johnson. And looking for the kills, Hannah Roach, dug up, though, by Gracie Olson. And now hitting it across. That is, can't see the number. Rebels have it, though, and trying to tap it across the net was Anna Degerstrom, but it just kind of hung there on the net for a moment as she just tried to give it a light finger tap over, and it just decided to chill on the net there for a moment and rolled back on the side of Hinckley-Finlayson. Now serving is Sarah Christie for Moose Lake Willow River. It's Stevenson, Laura Stevenson, who checks back in. Christie with the serve. This is a short serve. Nice diving dig, though, by the Jags. And it's hit across. Barrett with the dig for Moose Lake Willow River. Roach looking for the kill. Dug up nicely there by Gracie Olson. Keeping it alive are the Jaguars. And now two Jags go after, but Krieger is going to hit it back across to Christie. And Morgan Wigg looking for the kill, but blocked at the net by the Jaguars. And then trying to catch them off guard was Jovi Fahey. And just hit it into the net. And now it's the lead once again for Moose Lake Willow River, 19-18. Christie with the serve, dug up by Gracie Olson. That's over, but pushed across by the Rebels. And Fahey trying to get that one again. That one's into the net. And Fahey, that's a tough one where it's going into the net and you're trying to get it up and over because it's the third hit. And you really have no chance but to just try and hit it up into the net and try and get it to roll over the net while it's being hit into it. So unfortunately there, though, for Hinckley-Finlayson, that is point for Moose Lake Willow River on our Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It's the Moose Lake Willow Rivers leading 20-18 here in the first set. Embrace Orthodontics. Dr. Sievers is committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. Thanks to all of our fine sponsors here who sponsor this broadcast. Can't do it without them. We literally can't come out here and broadcast any of these games if we don't have any sponsors. So if you hear one of the sponsors and you happen to be in their place of business, make sure to say, hey, thanks for sponsoring that broadcast the other night. We listened, whether it be it on the radio or on YouTube. Just give them a shout out. Say, hey, thanks for sponsoring that broadcast. Let them know that they are appreciated because they very much are. Because without it, I can't really come out here and do my job. So thanks to all of these fine sponsors. Christie with the serve. It's dug up nicely by Olson. And now looking for the kill that time is Hannah Hartle. Dug up, though, off the block by the Jaguars. Now hit across by Anna Degerstrom. Barrett with the dig. And looking for it is Wigg. Wigg will get the kill. A strong kill for Morgan Wigg of the Rebels. And makes it 21-18. The largest deficit in set one for the Jaguars. Serve is over from Christie, dug up by Hartle, and now getting it across Fahey, dug up by Christie. Wigg, no, now to Roach. Roach, that one goes just a little bit long, and the Jaguars will get one back here. Make it 19-21. And now back to serve as Anna Degerstrom maps out her footing as she gets set for the serve. Serve is over. Oh, and is that an ace? I think we'll count it as one. 20-21. Diving attempt by the Rebel player there, not enough as it gets down. Makes it 21-20. And Degerstrom, as we can see, has a very specific spot she sets up. She maps it out with her feet, kind of like a kicker in football. This is going to go into the net, and I'll blame that one on me. I'll blame it on the announcer's jinx there. We'll take blame for that one. Hannah Roach back to serve for the Rebels as they lead 22-20 here in the first set. Dug up by Gracie Olson. Keeping it alive is Krieger, and trying to push it across is Claire, but I think it's on the other side of the pole on the net. Makes it 23-20. If you can't see it, on each side of the net there are poles there that mark the boundary. And if the ball goes behind them, that is out of bounds. Serve is dug up by Olsen and now hit across by Hannah Hartle, dug up by Stevenson and pushed over to India Johnson. It's, diving attempt on the dig by Gracie Olsen, but not enough as it makes it 24-20. Set point for the Rebels as Hannah Roach goes back to serve. This one is up and over. Dug up by Olsen. And now looking for the kill is Monica Clare, dug up by the Rebels. And now hitting it across is India Johnson, dug up by Anna Degerstrom to Krieger. And getting it across is Hannah Hartle, dug up by Morgan Wigg. And Johnson will look for the kill, dug up nicely by Degerstrom, keeping alive is Krieger. And now pushing it across there was Fahey, but not enough as the Rebels win set 1, 25-20 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, helping you find a smile you will embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. 25-20 is the final here in set number 1. We'll move on to set number 2 when we come back on WCMP.
Since 1967, Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley, has been where to go for all your building projects. Let Gerald Schmidt help you with designing, remodeling, or any new construction. Schmidt Construction specializes in residential home building, agricultural, industrial, and commercial buildings. With expert advice on all of your building projects and ideas, when you hire a contractor to take care of your building needs, you can't do better than Schmidt Construction, general contractor in Hinckley. 320-384-7901.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
If you've been injured in an auto accident or have sustained other personal injury, you don't have to leave town to get good representation. Spear and Swanson attorneys at law in Pine City are experienced and will work on your case with no fee until they get you money. They also handle divorce and custody cases, criminal defense, including DWI and other legal matters. Spear and Swanson is your local law firm that cares about you. So if you need legal representation or advice, call 320-629-7586. Spear and Swanson, attorneys at law in Pine City.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact Sidney Nelson, your Pine City Edward Jones financial advisor. Find him at 950 Main Street South, right next to Dairy Queen. Sidney Nelson and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Back here on WCMP, getting ready for the second set in this volleyball matchup between the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars and the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, it was 25-21 in favor of the Rebels. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom braces or Invisalign. Find out more at embracemn.com. Getting the final details set, and we're ready to begin set number 2. Hinckley-Finlayson will be on the receiving end of the serve as Christie gets that one over. And now looking for the kill is Anna Degerstrom, dug up nicely, though, by India Johnson. That's near the bleachers, but keeping it over is India Johnson. Nice job there by the Rebels. Dug up, and now Fahey looking for the kill. That's going to get down, and the Jaguars will score the first point in set number 2. And we've got the lights out. Lights go out here at the gymnasium. So you can kind of see we got the lights from the scoreboard table, the scoreboard, and maybe, there we go. Lights are back up and running. Too much excitement here at Hinckley-Finlayson High School, just killed the power. Sydney Krieger with the serve, dug up by Barrett, and that's going to go a little bit too far out of the reach of India Johnson, and it's 2-0 Hinckley-Finlayson. Now, Hinckley-Finlayson started off hot in that first set. They had about a 6-1, 8-1 lead before Moose Lake Little River found their way back to really steal that one away from Hinckley-Finlayson as a diving dig by the Jaguars. But her teammate Hannah Hartle can't quite catch up to it. I believe that was Sydney Krieger on the diving dig attempt, but it's going to get down, and now Hannah Roach will serve for the Rebels. It's across, dug up by the Jaguars. And looking just to push it across there is Hannah Hartle. Dug up by the Rebels. Morgan Wigg gets the kill, and she'll tie things up at 2 apiece. So this one not going to be as lopsided as that first part of the first set. Moose Lake drops to a 2-0 deficit and quickly comes back and scores 2 of their own. And now ties it at 2. Roach with the serve into the net, and that makes it 3-2. Hinckley-Finlayson. This one has the potential, I think, to go all 5, and a very interesting 5 sets. As now it's Anna Degerstrom back to serve. Serve is across, dug up by Roach, now to Christie. And getting it across there is Johnson, dug up by Degerstrom to Krieger, and with the hit across, it's Fahey for the kill for Hinckley-Finlayson. That'll make it 4-2. Degerstrom goes back to serve. Again, Jaguars libero is Joey Hopkins. Degerstrom with the serve. This one is over, dug up by Christie to Stevenson, and Christie will hit it back across. Dug up by Hartle to Krieger, now to Fahey, and that's down! Point Hinckley-Finlayson. That one might have confused the Rebels just a tad, and just enough to where Hinckley-Finlayson now leads 5-2. Degerstrom's going to take a moment, though, to tie her shoe. I don't want a loose lace out there. Those are slippery on the gymnasium floor. Degerstrom with the left-handed serve. It hits the net and gets over. Now, unlike in tennis, that serve will have to be redone, but here in volleyball, that counts, and you've got to be ready for that. And a lot of times it just catches a team off guard because they're thinking it's going to come over or hit the net and stay on the opposite side, but then it winds up rolling over, and you're kind of stuck in place trying to dive after it and just kind of can't move your body. Degerstrom with the serve again. This one is over, dug up by Christie to Stevenson, and Roach will get it across. Dug up by Olsen, and now looking for the kill is Fahey, but looks like a double hit called on the Jags. Makes it 6-3. So 6-3 in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson, and back to serve now is Morgan Wigg for Moose Lake Little River. Her serve is over, dug up by Monica Clare, and Clare will look for the kill. Nice placement on that hit. That's on the far side line, closest to the Rebel bench. And I mean, that was just out of the reach of 2 Rebel players. And now Joey Hopkins, the libero, goes back to serve for Hinckley-Finlayson. Her right-handed serve is in to the net. Make it 7-4, and Hopkins will stay in there. The libero for the Rebels is Greta Barrett. Back to serve is Georgia Jusak. Her serve is over, dug up by Hopkins to Krieger, and now hit across by Claire, dug up by the Rebels, and Christie will look for the kill as we get a double hit call on the Rebels to make it 8-4 in set number 2. Serving for the Jaguars now is Hannah Hartle. Her serve is over. Dug up by Christie. Now to Hoffman. Hoffman's kill attempt is blocked at the net, and the Rebels will get it back over. It's Hoffman once again. Hopkins with the dig to Krieger. And that is Claire looking for the kill, dug up by Barrett. And Christie will look for just a light tap over, and perfect job there by Christie to get that one over the block attempt of the Jaguars and place it right behind them. It's India Johnson back to serve for the Rebels. Her serve goes into the net. And it's now 9-5. Back and forth we go here. Trading points these last 4. It's Jaguars, then it's the Rebels, then the Jaguars, then the Rebels. And now serving is Monica Claire. Her serve is clean over, dug up by Barrett. And now Hoffman looks for the kill. Dug up nicely, though, by the Jags. Hit right to Roach. And now pushing it across is Jusak, and she gets that one down in that back near corner. Jaguars were nowhere near it and tried to chase after it, but not enough. Alexis Hoffman to serve for the Rebels. This one is over, dug up by the Jaguars. Krieger does a nice job, and hitting it across is Claire. Dug up by Johnson. And Christie will look for the kill. Hopkins with a beautiful dig to Krieger, and now hit back across by Dagerstrom. We're going to get a whistle. Get a whistle on the Rebels, and it will be Jaguars point. 10-6 they lead here in set number 2. Gracie Olsen goes back to serve here for Hinckley-Finlayson. That first set moved quite quickly. Beautiful serve from Olsen, and Barrett will hit it across for the Rebels. Olsen will get the dig, Krieger, and looking to get the set to Dagerstrom, but they're going to get a whistle here. I think it was a double hit they called on the Jags, and now it's 10-7. Hinckley-Finlayson still with the lead. Sarah Christie back to serve for the Rebels. We get a quick substitution. Jusak out, in for her. Laura Stevenson. Christie's serve is over. Oh, very miscommunicated on that one. Hannah Hartle thought she was supposed to get it, and Claire was right behind her waiting for it. Well, they come together to say, hey, it's all right, we'll get the next one. 10-8. Christie's serve is into the net. Dug up nicely there by Hannah Hartle, and then Krieger has a tough time with that one as it goes into the net, and she's trying to avoid having to hit it into the net, trying just to hit it over, but really no shot on that one. Christie will serve it again. This one is lobbed over, dug up by Hannah Hartle to Krieger, and now Dagerstrom. Oh, she's a little upset with herself on that one. She hit it right into the net, and she knew it. It looked like right in the middle of her swing, she knew that she was off just by enough, and now it's tied at 10 apiece with Christie's serve getting over, dug up by the Jags, and my goodness, a lot of whistles here in this one. We're going to get a double hit call on the Jaguars. These refs down there tonight are playing this one extremely tight, but again, you got to play with the refs as well. Dug up by the Jags, and now Dagerstrom gets the hit across. Barrett digs it, but it goes to the foot of Morgan Wigg, and she tries to soccer ball kick that one and keep it alive, but just not able to. She laughs with herself on that one, as now I believe it's Sydney Krieger back to serve. Her serve is dug up by Christie, now to Stevenson, hit across by Roach, and is it out of bounds? It is. I couldn't tell if that one was out of bounds or not. It was. 12-11 in favor of Hinckley-Finlayson. The serve is over, dug up by Christie, now to Stevenson, and now hit across by Wigg. Dug up nicely there by Krieger, and pushed across by Dagerstrom. Dug up by the Rebels. Wigg will look for the kill. At the net for the block was Fahey, but just unable to do anything with it, as that was a pretty hard hit ball by Wig, and that'll be a point for Moose Lake Willow River. Is now Hannah Roach back to serve. Roach's serve is over, and it is a little too long, and that point will go right back to Hinckley-Finlayson. 13-12 is the score. Back and forth we go here in set number 2 as Anna Degerstrom back to serve. Degerstrom's serve is over, dug up by Christie, now to Stevenson, and Wig, no, it's going to be Johnson who will get the dig. Fahey looks for the kill, Stevenson there for the dig. Hit across by Johnson once again, dug up nicely by Degerstrom, and trying to keep it alive was Sydney Krieger. Diving after it, sliding after it really, but unable to keep it off the court, and we'll tie things back up at 13. Like I mentioned, I think this one has the possibility of going all 5, and a very interesting all 5. Gracie Olson, no, can't get that one across. She was about halfway between the end line and the out of bounds for basketball. Tried to hit that one and keep it alive to the front line. No one, unfortunately, there as she tried to get it all the way across. And point for Moose Lake Willow River. Krieger, and now the kill attempt from Hannah Hartle is long, and that'll make it 15-13. Serve is over. Dug up by the Jags. Fahey looks for the kill. Off the block, but it's going to stay on the Rebels' side to make it 14-15. Jags trail by 1. Joey Hopkins will come into the game, the libero here for Hinckley-Finlayson. Hopkins' serve is over, dug up by Barrett to Stevenson, and Johnson will look for the kill, and great spot for that one. Degerstrom had to dive after it and couldn't do anything with it. And yeah, just a great spot on that hit. Georgia Jusak will check it back into the game for Moose Lake Willow River. Leading 16-14 are the Rebels. Hopkins with the dig to Krieger. And getting it back across is Gracie Olson. Nice job by her. Johnson. And now Hoffman looks for the kill. Blocked at the net by Olson. And get another whistle here on Hinckley-Finlayson. Jaguars a bit confused as to why they got the whistle on that one. They're saying, hey, that was clean. And I thought so too. 17-14. Joey Hopkins with the dig to Krieger, and looking for the kill is Monica Clare. Keeping it alive are the Jaguars. Nice job off the block. Hoffman looking for the kill, dug up by Degerstrom to Hannah Hartle. Now to Monica Clare, dug up by Barrett for the Rebels. Hitting across is India Johnson. And we're going to get a double hit again on the Rebels. Again, the whistles have been a-blowing here tonight, but sometimes you got to play with the refs as well. Hannah Hartle back to serve for the Jaguars on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It's 17-15 in favor of the Rebels. Embrace Orthodontics, they will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. EmbraceMN.com. Perfect time, because they're still volleying out there. Great back and forth action, and blocked at the net by Claire. Looks like we're going to get a whistle on the Rebels. And that'll bring Hinckley-Finlayson back within 1 of the lead. Well, of the tie, anyways. Hannah Hartle back to serve for the Jaguars. The serve is over, dug up by Barrett. And now looking for it. That is Christie. And that one just on the edge there, but she gets that one to land in bounds for the point to go back to the Rebels. They now lead 18-16. Dug up by Hopkins on the serve to Krieger, and now hit across by Claire. What a job by Claire, Monica Claire on that hit. Beautifully done, and again brings them back within 1 of the tie. 18-17, again, Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, custom braces and or Invisalign with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. It is Rebels 18, Jaguars 17 in the second set. First set was won by the Rebels. Claire with the serve, dug up by Johnson. Keeping it alive is Christie. Hopkins with the dig. She waited for that one a while. Krieger, and now looking for the kill is Anna Degerstrom. Dug up nicely, though, by India Johnson. And now Christie will look for the kill on the other side. She hits it right into the net, and that'll tie things at 18. Tied at 18 as Claire with the serve. Oh, just long. I like the spot for it. I like the placement on that one. Just a bit long, though. So as quickly as that first set moved, it is much slower here in the second set, but a lot more back and forth. It seemed like it was run on run in that first set. Hopkins with the nice dig. She had to get down low for that one, and now hitting it across is Gracie Olson, and they'll grab a point right back to tie this thing at 19. As I mentioned, Moose Lake Willow River won that first set 25-20. They lead 1-0 but this one's tied at 19. And again, this one has the chance. Looks like it could go all 5 sets. Back to serve is Gracie Olson. Olson's serve is dug up by Barrett. And Roach looking for the kill. It's long, and Hinckley-Finlayson will grab one back. They now lead 20-19. Back and forth this one has been. Looked like Moose Lake had a nice 3-point lead, but Hinckley-Finlayson was able to erase that, now lead by 1. Olsen's serve is over. Dug up by Christie, now to Jusak. And getting it across is Morgan Wigg, and I think her hand touched the... Oh, what? No way. They are going to call a whistle on the Jaguars. I'm not really sure what for. It looked like the Rebels... When she swung, it looked like her hand had touched the net, and I'm not sure what the whistle was for because the whistle came before it got back on the Jaguar side, so I'm not sure what it was for. Christie with the serve, though, dug up by the Jaguars to Krieger, and now, oh my goodness, another quick whistle. It's been really tight here tonight on these calls from these refs, and again, sometimes you got to go with the flow of the referees, unfortunately. Hopkins to Krieger, and now looking for the another one. Really? I don't know. That's a lot of double hits here tonight. Gonna have to change something up for both sides. It's just been a really tight call here tonight by these referees. 22-20 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Dr. Sievers is committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at embracemn.com. So again, we've got a couple of whistles here on Hinckley-Finlayson for double hits. I think they've crossed the line maybe a couple times, but these referees are not letting anything get by them. Usually you don't see as many whistles in a game as we have, but there have been a solid, just in this set alone, 5 to 7 points that have just been by whistles, maybe even more, but I don't want to over-exaggerate because, again, these are volunteer people who are out here being the referees. They are human. We don't have a camera. This isn't professional. We don't have a camera down there on the sideline, zooming in on each and every call. There's no challenges here in high school, so thank you so much to the men and women who do volunteer to be these referees because I'm pretty sure they do get paid, but it's not like they're getting rich off of doing this. So thank you so much to everyone who does decide to become a referee and get out here and deal with sometimes the crowd. Obviously the announcers sometimes, and sometimes they have to deal with a coach that doesn't agree with their calls. So just thank you so much to all of them. Anna Degerstrom with the hit across, dug up by the Rebels, and now getting it across is a Roach, dug up by Hopkins to Krieger, and looking for the kill that time was Fahey, but it's down, and it's 24-20 set point for the Rebels once again. They look to take this set 25-20 with this one right here. Going to get another timeout here by, I believe, Hinckley-Finlayson. 24-20 in favor of the Rebels on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, helping you find a smile you will embrace forever. Find out more at embracemn.com. 24-20 with this timeout. Hinckley-Finlayson been pretty back and forth. They again took the early lead here in the second set. And then the Rebels really controlled it from there on, and then Hinckley-Finlayson found their way back, tied it, got a point to take the lead. And then since then, it's been all Moose Lake Willa River as they have scored, what I think, 5 points to 1 for the Jaguars, or maybe it's 4 to none. My memory, I tell you. You would say, yeah, it just happened. How didn't you remember? Well, yeah, that's my memory for you. Christie with the serve. That's Sarah Christie, and her serve is over. Dug up by Hopkins to Krieger, and then Degerstrom looks for the kill. That stays on their side. It hits the top of the net and stays on the Jaguars side. So the Rebels win set 2 by the same score of 25-20. They lead 2 sets to none on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom braces or Invisalign. Find out more at embracemn.com. We'll be back and ready for the third set after a word from our sponsors here on WCMP.
When was the last time you had a professional tune-up for your home or business furnace? 1 year? 5 years? Or maybe it's been so long that you don't remember. When it's time to winterize your home or business, your routine isn't complete without a furnace tune-up from Dale's Heating and Appliance. A tune-up from Dale's will keep your furnace running at peak efficiency so you can keep warm all winter. Don't wait and avoid costly repairs. Call Dale's Heating and Appliance at 320-629-3531 or contact them online at dalesheatingandappliance.com.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
With all the stress involved in a legal situation, it is comforting to know that you have K-Back Law on your side. K-Back Law in Pine City provides a relaxing atmosphere for you to feel comfortable discussing your legal needs. They handle a wide range of cases from real estate and business to estate planning and probate. K-Back Law has fair and flexible pricing and will accommodate your schedule. Visit them in Pine City or Sandstone. For more information, visit K-Back Law online at kbacklaw.com. That's kbacklaw.com.
106.5 FM, AM 1350, of course, WCMP. You can also watch this game live on our website at WCMPradio.com. Go to the sports tab, hover over it, click on that broadcast schedule, and then click on the game link that you would like to watch. It's this third set, which could be the deciding set here in this match. The Rebels have taken both the first and second set by the same score of 25-20. And we are ready for set number 3. I can't tell you how excited I am to be back out here calling games. It's been a long summer, ladies and gentlemen, long spring and summer. My car broke down. So if you listen to the morning show at all, you've probably heard Joshua talk about it. But my car broke down, so I had to ride my motorcycle into work. Sometimes I even had to ask Joshua to come and pick me up, so it was tough. I wasn't able to really call any spring games. Then I had to use Joshua's car, and let me tell you, I'm still hearing about it to this day. But I had to use his car to go and call some playoff baseball games and softball games. Thank you to him for that, by the way. And then finally, right at the end of this summer, well, I call the end of summer once we get closer to calling games. So right at the end of the summer, about the beginning of August, I was able to find a car, finally. And now we're back and calling games again, and I am so excited for this fall, winter, and spring sports season. Back here in this one, though, Sydney Krieger gets the start with the serve. This one is hit over nicely by, Degerstrom. Back across by the Rebels, hit back across. Hannah Hartle, nice hit, and back and forth we go. India Johnson tries to get this one over, but that's going to be 4 hits, and for the third set in a row, Hinckley-Finlayson will score first. Again, it's Sydney Krieger to serve. Her serve's over, dug up by Barrett. That one's near the net. Nice job by Anna Degerstrom to go up and be aggressive at the net and hit that one down with her palm to make sure that her team claims at that point 2-0 for Hinckley-Finlayson. Krieger's serve is over, dug up by Johnson. to Jusak, and now to Roach. And a double hit call on the Rebels. And again, it's been pretty touchy here on those calls here tonight from the refs. They're just, really what it is they're just calling it a lot tighter than what I'm used to. I'm used to it being a lot more, a lot less whistles, I should say. And they're just calling it a little bit tighter, and that's okay. Roach will hit this one into the net as well, and it's 4-0. Hinckley-Finlayson out on top early in set number 3. Sydney Krieger to serve. Oh, that one's into the net. So the Rebels will get a point back with that one. It's Christie back to serve for Moose Lake Willow River. Jusak checks out. In for her is Laura Stevenson. Serve is over from Christie. It's dug up by the Jaguars. Krieger, and now getting it across is Hannah Hartle. Stevenson, that one's over at the net. I don't know. I think they're going to say a Jaguar crossed the line. Or double hit, I don't know. I think they did cross the line. So 4-2. Still Jaguars lead. Christie with the serve. Oh, that's a little floater that just, and I mean just, gets over the net. It maybe even kisses the net just a tad. But it gets right down in between Gracie Olson and Sydney Krieger. They both dive after it, just not able to get to it. Christie will serve it up like that again. Hartle with the dig. Fahey looking for the kill, but another whistle. And that whistle's on the Rebels. 5-2, excuse me, is the lead here for the Jaguars, as Anna Degerstrom will go back to serve. Degerstrom sets. Here's the left-handed serve. It is over, dug up by Barrett towards the net for Stevenson, and now Roach looks for the kill. That is long, and the Jaguars lead 6-2 here in the third set. I mentioned that this set looked like it could go all 5, and even though the Rebels lead 2-0, I still think this one has a chance to go all the way because these two teams are very evenly matched. And a little bit of miscommunication there on that third hit for the Rebels. It makes it 7-2, Hinckley-Finlayson. I just think, again, they're so evenly matched that you say 25-20, that's close. That's a close score, and I think it really could go all 5 if Hinckley-Finlayson manages to get this set back as the serve from Degerstrom goes into the net to make it 7-3. But I really do. 7-3 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget. EmbraceMN.com. Dug up nicely here by the Rebels on the hit from the Jaguars. Blocked at the net by the Jags, but they keep it alive. Krieger now over to Monica Clare, and the block. Wait, it looked like the block went out of bounds, but the Jags must have got a fingertip on it, because that makes it 8-4 according to the scoreboard. I missed a point somewhere. 8-4, and then the serve, or did they call that one? Yeah, they did. So they called that a point for Hinckley-Finlayson on that last one, I guess. Serve here by Morgan Wigg, dug up by Hopkins to Krieger. And that is Olson with the dig, and Stevenson cannot quite track that one cleanly in the lights. And I think that's super deceiving, too. A lot of times people think, oh, how hard is it to track a ball as Hannah Hartle gets set for the serve for Hinckley-Finlayson. Hard is it to track a ball? Well, when you're looking up straight into the lights for a ball that is white and blue and gray, that becomes extremely hard. And, oh, nice. Great effort there by Monica Clare to try and get that one over. But the angle just too harsh and not able to get it over. And that makes it 9-6. Jaguars still with the lead. Axe serving is Jusak. Hopkins with the dig to Krieger. And now looking for the kill is Olson. She won't get the chance as we get a whistle for a double hit on the Jaguars. Makes it 9-7. Jusak serving again for the Rebels. Dug up by the Jags, and pushing it across is Krieger. Rebels do a good job of getting it back across, and hitting it right back across is Gracie Olson. And now getting it across is Christie for the Rebels, dug up by Hopkins. And Gracie Olson will just tap this one across, but nice dig there by Johnson. Sliding after it, Christie will get this one over, hits the net, and gets over, and frustrated with herself is Gracie Olson, as she kind of saw it at the last second. As she was diving after it, she kind of saw it hit the top of that net. And again, as you're diving, you can't really stop or accelerate yourself. You just got no choice, and she knew it. Gracie Olson looking for the kill to get back this one. Oh, nice job by the Rebels keeping that one alive. They get it back across. Krieger will set it up for Gracie Olson. She wants the kill back here, and it gets down. Point for the Jaguars. Wow. Gracie Olson wanted that one back badly, and she gets it there. Going back to serve now is Monica Clare. She'll be on that far side corner. And the serve is over. That one just gets over the net, dug up by Barrett. Back across. It hits the top of the net and rolls itself across on the hit from Degerstrom. And that makes it 11-8. This third set has a pace of the first set, moving very quickly. 11-8 as the serve is over from Clare. Dug up by Jusak, and two Rebels go after it, but Chrissy gets it across. The kill attempt from Olson, but kept alive by the Jaguars, and then diving after it, unable again to kind of just track it cleanly enough, is Hannah Hartle. My goodness, the effort, the amount of effort here tonight, excuse me, you wouldn't guess this is week one. You would guess this is mid-season. I mean, the effort tonight by both of these squads is awesome. Hopkins with the dig off of this serve. Now looking for the kill is Anna Degerstrom, dug up by Barrett for the Rebels to Jusak, and now it's Roach looking for the kill. Dug up nicely, though, by Hannah Hartle. Now Gracie Olson looks for the kill, dug up by Jusak to Roach, and it's Christie looking for the kill, dug up again by Hannah Hartle to Krieger, and it is Degerstrom looking for the kill. She can't get it over the net. And the Rebels are within one of a tie, 11-10 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics custom braces or Invisalign with 3 locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. EmbraceMN.com. And Hartle! This one's a bit awkward off of her dig. That'll tie things up at 11. And that's kind of the story that it's been for Hinckley-Finlayson here tonight. They'll get the lead. First they'll score the first points, the first couple points of the set, and then all of a sudden, Moose Lake Willow River will get a couple points back, but Hinckley-Finlayson will still hold on to that lead, and they'll build the lead, and then Moose Lake just slowly chips away at it, and it seems to kind of get to the mind of the Jaguars. It's almost like mind games that you're playing. But Moose Lake Willow River just seems like once they get to the middle of the set, that's really when they hit their stride, and then they say, all right, we're going to start to pull away. But Hinckley-Finlayson, I tell you what, if they can eliminate the miscommunication mistakes and really capitalize off of those, man, I think that they're going to run away with this set and bring it to a 5th and final set. And you know what? That 5th and final set, who knows what happens in that one if it were to get there, because 5th set, I love when matches go to 5th sets, because, man, you see both teams swinging as hard as they can, running as fast as they can, and we still see it here in the match itself while it's still the 3rd set, but that 5th set is just a different animal. India Johnson with the serve. It's dug up by the Jaguars. Anna Degerstrom looks for the kill. Blocked at the net by the Rebels, but dug up cleanly by the Jaguars, and then hit across, but out by Sydney Krieger. 12-11 in favor of the Rebels on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics. Dr. Sievers is committed to providing world-class orthodontic care in a friendly and comfortable atmosphere. Start today at EmbraceMN.com. Oh, trying to take something off of it was Gracie Olson. Right spot, good placement, perfect. Just a little too much on it. Man, that is perfect. Olson, go back to that well again if she can. Dug up by Hartle off the serve to Krieger, and Anna Degerstrom looks for the kill. Dug up, though, by Jusak, and Roach will get it across. Dug up by Hartle. And now Hartle will hit it back across to Barrett. Barrett with the dig to Jusak, and now Hoffman looks for the kill, and just past the swinging hand of Degerstrom. Makes it 14-11. India Johnson still serving for the Rebels from Moose Lake Willow River. Dug up by Joey Hopkins to Krieger. And Anna Dagerstrom looks for the kill right to Roach, though. Jusak to Christie, looks for the kill. Oh, is that long? I think it was. Yes, it was. Just a tad long on the hit from Christie. She has probably been one of the most powerful hitters here this evening. It's Gracie Olson back to serve now for Hinckley-Finlayson. They trail 14-12. This is dug up by the Rebels to Jusak. Hoffman looking for the kill. Blocked at the net by the Jaguars. Hoffman will look again. Blocked at the net again. And that was Fahey at the net. That is 2 blocks in a row for her. And the last one turns into points. Jaguars trail by 1 here in set number 3, 14-13. It's Gracie Olson back to serve. Serve is over. Barrett with the dig. That's near the net. And 2 players go at it. It was Fahey and Jusak, but Fahey got the best of it. And now it's tied at 14. Like I said, if Hinckley-Finlayson can capitalize off of some of the Rebel mistakes and eliminate the miscommunication errors, man, I think Hinckley-Finlayson's got a great chance to come back. Olson again to serve. It's over, just over the net. Roach with the dig. Hoffman looks for the kill. And nice dig there by Hannah Hartle. It's at the net. Oh, a nice job by Sydney Krieger to keep it alive at the net. It does go into the net, I should mention. Her hit goes into the net, but it was hard enough to where it hit the net and it went back into the air, and her teammate just didn't expect it. That is fair. I mean, my goodness, I don't know how you even calculate that. Hopkins with the dig off the serve. Hitting it across is Hannah Hartle. Dug up by India Johnson. And looking for the kill is Morgan Wigg. That's off of Hopkins. It will go out of bounds. A little too tough on that one. 16-14, the lead for Hinckley-Finlayson. Or, excuse me, Moose Lake Willow River. I apologize. Jaguars trail 16-14 here in the third set. They trail 2-0. Got some work to do. Alexis Hoffman with the serve. That's just over the net. Dug up, though. And Gracie Olson will keep it alive. Nice job by Joey Hopkins diving after keeping it alive. Wigg will keep it up. Krieger. You're going to get, I think, the Rebels crossing that center line to make it 16-15. Down by 1. Sydney Krieger with the serve for Hinckley-Finlayson. Puts a little spin on that one. Christie with the dig. Morgan Wigg will look for the kill. That's going to be well long, and that'll tie things up at 16. Again, the hustle, the effort, the drive, the want by both of these teams is just awesome to see. Week 1, game 1. Ace there for Sydney Krieger. That will give Hinckley-Finlayson the lead 17-16. Ace for Sydney Krieger. Now the Jaguars have the lead right back. Krieger with the serve dug up. Now Jusak to Christie. That's a cross dug up, though, by the Jaguars. Krieger. That's back across. Nice job. The Rebels weren't expecting that one. And a lot of times when you're volleying and you're going to that third hit, a lot of times if you get to that second hit and you just kind of tap it across, that's all you need to do. Sydney Krieger with the serve once again, dug up by Barrett to Jusak. Christie will come across looking for the kill. It's long, it's high, it's too long, and it's point for Hinckley-Finlayson, 19-16. Jaguars looking to pull away here and take set 3 and push it to a set number 4. Sydney Krieger with the serve. It's dug up by Christie to Roach. Jusak will hit it back across. Hopkins with the dig to Krieger. And now it's Fahey looking for the kill. Dug up nicely, though, by Jusak to Roach. Christie will push this one across. It's more of a lob. Hopkins with the dig to Krieger. And Dagerstrom looks for the kill. Dug up by Barrett. Nice teammate there. As Jusak missed it, Christie will just tap it across. Nice job, though, by Fahey. Keeping it alive is Dagerstrom. Oh, and teammates run into each other, but it's back across the net. And the Rebels will have to play it. Hit back across. Hopkins with the dig to Krieger. Dagerstrom looking for the kill. Nice dig there, though, by Johnson. Christie back across and just over that front line of the Jaguars. And it gets down in the gap there. And the point goes back to the Rebels. Wow, what a volley that was there by both teams. That was entertaining, and that is why you always stay tuned in volleyball, because you just never know. It takes one hit, one block, and everything turns around. Oh, and then Christie can't keep the momentum going for Moose Lake Willow River. And it's now 20-17 for for the Jaguars on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, your customized smile journey starts with a free consultation. The team at Embrace Orthodontics wants to make your journey as seamless and convenient as possible with custom braces or Invisalign. Find out more at embracemn.com. The serve by Anna Degerstrom is short, but Rebels get to it, and Christie will push this one across. Degerstrom with the dig to Krieger, and now Claire looks for the kill, but that's going to be, I think, maybe a fourth hit. It will be a fourth hit by the Jaguars. I don't think the Rebels got the hand on it like the Jaguars thought, and they had to hit it again. So Hannah Roach with the serve for Moose Lake Willow River. Dug up. Oh, my goodness, miscommunication there on the part of the Jaguars, and now it's a 1-point game for the Rebels, 20-19. Jaguars still with the lead here in set number 3. Roach with the serve, dug up nicely by the Jaguars. Krieger now hit across by Hannah Hartle, dug up by Roach. Stevenson, and Johnson with the kill attempt, but blocked at the net. And Wig will look for it, blocked at the net again, and that block will work out in the favor of the Jaguars as it makes it 21-19. Hinckley-Finlayson trying to win this third set. Joey Hopkins back to serve for Hinckley-Finlayson. They lead 21-19. Oh no, and that goes into the net to make it 21-20. So the Jaguars have been stuck at that 20-point mark. They have surpassed that now as they're at 21. Can they move on and get to 25 before Hinckley-Finlayson, or before Moose Lake Willow River? Goodness gracious. Morgan Week with the serve. It's dug up by the Jaguars, and now hitting it across is Gracie Olsen. Spoke too soon. She could not get it across. It goes into the net, tying things at 21. Either team needs 4 straight points here to end this game or bring it to a 4th set. Morgan Wig to serve. Dug up by Degerstrom. It's Gracie Olsen who looks for the kill. Oh, that is out of bounds on the hit. I thought it maybe touched the fingernail of a Rebel, but it did not. It's out of bounds on the hit, and Wig with the serve as the Rebels lead 22-21. Dug up by Hartle to Krieger. Hartle will try to tap it across, but it's 23-21 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Embrace Orthodontics, they will do all the insurance heavy lifting for you. And if you don't have insurance, ask about financing options. They'll find a plan to fit your budget at embracemn.com. Timeout called here by Hinckley-Finlayson. 2-point lead now for the Rebels, and they're 2 points away from ending this match, winning 3 sets to none. As I mentioned, though, before, if Hinckley-Finlayson can find just a little bit of rhythm and can avoid the mistakes, the miscommunication, it's really been, all that it has been really, is the miscommunication. There have been a multitude of points given to the Rebels just due to miscommunication. And again, it is early. That is part of the early season woes that you're going to have. But, I mean, you take away all those miscommunication errors, and man, I don't know if it's a 2-0 lead for Moose Lake Willow River. This might be a 1-1 tie right now. Either way, Hinckley-Finlayson has plenty of time left here. They just got to score 2 points to tie it up, and that's going to help them as that serve from Wig goes long. And now they're 1 point away from tying it, 23-22. Back to serve is Hannah Hartle. Serve is over, dug up by Christie to Stevenson. Hitting it across is Hoffman. Right to Degerstrom, to Krieger. And looking for the kills, Gracie Olsen. Dug up by Christie to Stevenson. Hoffman again, dug up by Degerstrom. Oh, and miscommunication between Hopkins and Hartle. And that will make it 24-23 match point. Georgia Jusak back to serve. This could be it. Serve is up. It is over. Dug up by Hopkins. To Krieger. Gracie Olsen looks for the kill. Dug up by Barrett. To Jusak. To Hoffman, who looks for the kill. That's long. That's long. It is long. So the Jaguars get one back. They avoid elimination there. They need to score a point, though, here. Still on the verge of getting eliminated 3-0. I shouldn't say eliminated, it's just losing. The playoffs haven't started yet. We're ways from that. Back to serve is Monica Clare. Clare with the serve. It's over. Dug up by Roach to Christie. And hitting it across is Johnson. To Hopkins with the dig. Krieger to Degerstrom. Blocked down, and that'll be it. Christie with the block for the kill, and that will wrap it up here in 3 straight sets. Moose Lake Willow River comes out on top 3-0, winning the third set 25-23. Well, it was fun, but it's going to be an early night here for everyone here as the Rebels come away with this one 3-0, winning the first 2 sets by the same scores, 25-20, and then this set 25-23. So that every other year win-loss goes on, as last year Hinckley-Finlayson won both. This year, it starts with Moose Lake Willow River winning the first one, but that does not mean that these two teams won't meet up in a tournament somewhere and Hinckley-Finlayson can't take one back. But for now, Hinckley-Finlayson does fall to Moose Lake Willow River 3-0. I want to take this time to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsored this broadcast. Again, I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. If they don't sponsor this broadcast, we can't come out here and broadcast this game and bring it to you. So if you are in their business at any moment in time, be sure to just take a moment to say, hey, thank you for sponsoring WCMP and their broadcasts, because we enjoy watching and or listening. So make sure to thank them because, again, they are the reason that we're able to come out here and bring you all of these games. Hinckley-Finlayson falls 3-0 in 3 straight sets. For the Hinckley-Finlayson Jaguars, their volleyball team, they'll be back in action on Thursday as they will host Crosby Ironton right back here at 7:15. Then that's it for the week for them. They only had 2 games this week, and one of them being this one, and then they'll be back in action again on Thursday against Crosby Ironton. So that should be a good matchup as well. Looking at our broadcast schedule as we look to it on our WCMP website, WCMPradio.com website. Go to the Sports tab, click on Broadcast Schedule. Tomorrow we have no games. We have the day off. As usually they save that day for kids who have church on Wednesday nights. That's an awesome thing that they try to do for the student athletes and the teachers and everyone else. But then we're back at it on Thursday, right back here on 106.5 FM. The first football game of the season. It will kick off the football season when Pine City will host the North Branch Vikings right here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Pine City Dragons hosting the North Branch Vikings. Then over on 100.9 FM, it'll be East Central, the Eagles, hosting the Rush City Tigers in their regular season kickoff. Of course, no Twins game on Thursday, so we're able to put that game on 100.9 FM. Then on Friday, we round things out for the first week of play with the Mora Mustangs hosting the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks over on 95.5 FM, KBEK. So that's what the broadcast looks like the rest of the week here for WCMP and KBEK. As for this game, it was the Moose Lake Willow River Rebels winning it 3-0. They won the first 2, 25-20, and then this last one, 25-23. Again, I want to thank all of you who tuned in here this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. And to all of our fine sponsors, thank you once again. Remember, be kind to everyone because you never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make and change their day. Once again, the final here at Hinckley-Finlayson, Moose Lake Willow River wins it 3-0. For WCMP, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Have a great rest of your night.